Hi guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt. If this is the second time I am recording this, if you are not already a subscriber and you would like to be, then go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. If you want to be notified when I post a new video, then click the little bell icon next to the subscribe button and that will notify you when I post a new video on YouTube. So I got my Ipsy Glambag. I looked at everything online, and like I do every month, I do a card that has the breakdown of the full size, what the full size costs, what the tester size is, and what the tester size is worth. So I went ahead and opened the bag, and this was included in the bag. This was the bag this month with a really pretty little hot pink zipper and ribbon decal. And it's got a bunch of different faces with different hair shapes and textures and different designs on their t-shirts. And it comes with a hot pink and like a Kelly green colored marker where you can use these to color your bag. And it says hashtag Ipsy Create on it. So there's the bag. So I'll go in order on how I have it on the card. The first item is the Hikari Cream Pigment in Envy. This is a, if I can get it open, it's like an olive green cream eyeshadow. And the full size is 0.3 ounces. It's worth, it's retails for $13. This is the tester size at 2 grams or 0.07 ounces. It is worth $3.03. I'll go ahead and swatch it. And I've already got my base on, blush, contour, brows, lips. The only thing I don't have is an eyeshadow base because I'm going to be doing a look with these items. Oh, that is very, very green. And all the scratches on my hands are from the rats. I gave them all a bath on Saturday. So there is, make sure I get it all off my finger. It's almost the same color as my shirt. It's like a cross between a lime green and an olive green, which is kind of interesting. Very metallic. So that was the first item. The second item on the list was, it's called Kitten Eyeliner. It's by Tarte Cosmetics. The full size is $20 and it's 0.2 grams or 0.007 ounces. This is 0.1 grams and it's 0.0035 ounces, so this is worth $10. And it's kind of like itty bitty cute little packaging, and it just twists up, and it is typical of every subscription box. You get a little black eyeliner. So I'll be using that in my look. The next item is from Skone. This is a large shadow brush. It's black with a rose gold ferrule, and I guess I can take it out of here since I'm going to be using it in a minute. The bristles are very dense. And I mean very dense. Like, this is twice, if not 3 times denser than some of my other brushes like this. Let's see if I've got one in here. Well, I don't have one exactly this shape. But to give you an idea of denseness, like this one's like really kind of fluffy and soft. And this one, when you run your fingers through it, it's like the difference between thin hair and thick hair, more or less, for a brush. So I will be using this in my look today. And I didn't tell you the retail price. So this brush, it says on their website They sell it for $15. It says MSRP is $18. And it says it weighs 9.5 grams, and I've got the dimensions of 9.5 millimeters by 165 millimeters. The next is from Glossier. It's a mint, it says mintbalm.com, and it says Universal Skin Salve, which is actually what is underneath my lip color. This is a Stila color in Patina. I actually got it from an Ipsy Glambag like a while ago, and I really like the color, but it is very super drying on the lips, so this is on underneath. The full size is 0.5 ounces or 15 milliliters, and it retails for $12. This sample size is 0.24 ounces or 7 milliliters, so if you go by ounces, it is worth $5.60. If you go by milliliters, which is half, well, 7.5 would be exactly half, but it's 7 milliliters, it would be $5.76 and for a value. The next item, which is the last item from here, is from City Color. It is a Glow Duo. It is a cream and powder highlighter. Now this on their website retails for $5.99. The full size does come in a duo like this, but it is a round compact. The full size powder is 0.31 ounces, whereas this one is 0.11 ounces, or it's 8.8 grams versus the 3.2 that I have here. So this side is worth $1.09. The cream side, the full size is 2.45 ounces, or this one's 0.09 ounces, or 7 grams versus this is 2.6 grams. So this side is worth $1.11. So total, this is worth $2.20. And I've never really used a cream blush before, or highlighter before. I have a liquid highlighter, but I've never used a cream highlighter. So as you can see, I don't have any highlight on. I have contour, I've got blush, I've got my base done, but I didn't put a highlight on, even though I feel weird without it. So this bag, my Ipsy bag, which costs me $10 a month for the subscription, this bag retails for $35.83, and that's, you know, using the $15 versus the $18 for the brush, and using $5.60 for the Balm.com lip gloss versus the $5.76. So, I mean, if you want to add another $3.16 to that total, you'd end up with roughly $39 worth of product out of here. So, all in all, I think the bag was really good, and figured I better grab a tissue just to be safe. I have a little towel here, but you never know when you're going to need a tissue. So this was the card that came inside the bag, and it says Create Ipsy March 2018. It says, this month, turn yourself and your world into a work of art. Redecorate your space, which I'm actually in the middle of redoing my room, because my room is very dark wood paneling, and I've got all my bookcases and stuff emptied and all my books put into boxes, so now I just have to move the empty bookcases out, the boxes out, and move my dressers around, so I might have more room in here for filming instead of in the bathroom where it echoes, and the air conditioner, when it comes on, is very loud. So it says redecorate your space, which I'm doing. Mash up 2 lipsticks and blend your own custom shade, which I did. I have the patina on underneath, and then in the very center I actually used a Wet n Wild lip gloss. It's kind of sparkly. It's a very bright Barbie pink, but I used it to kind of lighten up the lipstick because it was a little dark. It says rethink your wardrobe, pairing prints and combos you'd never usually try. Turn your Instagram pics into a real-life gallery. Dust off your guitar and start strumming, which I don't have a guitar and I play piano, so that wouldn't work. Dance, sing, sculpt, write, it's time to create your masterpiece. Now, I have been working on jewelry the past couple weeks. That's all I've done is make bracelets and pendants and earrings and all kinds of stuff like that. So I have been creating, but it's been jewelry, not like regular art stuff. Okay, it says, need a starting point? Get creative with this month's coloring book inspired glam bag. We've even included 2 markers, but feel free to use as many colors as you like to help you unleash the artist within. Share your creation on social and tag @Ipsy and #IpsyCreate for a chance to be featured on Ipsy.com. For tons more info and everything you need to know about your 5 glam bag picks, head over to Ipsy Mobile's, the Ipsy Mobile app. We can't wait to see what you create. So that was a cute little inspiring card from this bag, from the bag this month. And now, I guess I'm going to start with the highlighter. And I brought my, this is from G-A-U-C-H. It's like a beauty blender, but it's not. So this is what I use to apply my foundation, and it's still kind of damp. So I guess I will be using this for the cream side, and I have a brush that I brought also for the powder side. So I'm going to dip into here, and nothing wants to come off on my beauty blender. Holy crap. Kind of have to like dig into it. Well, it takes a little bit of work to get it off the sponge and into the skin, but let's see with what's left on here if it'll transfer onto this side without getting any more. Doesn't look like it. Just for giggles, I have a synthetic brush that I brought with me. It's not really that great, but because it's got some like long hairs, I'm going to try using that to apply. And I have my hair up out of the way on purpose because I don't want my hair stuck to cream contour. Compared to the other side, using a brush is definitely more subtle. I think I prefer it better with the Beauty Blender, to be honest. So I noticed that after using the Beauty Blender to try and apply highlighter on this side, I ended up removing all of my foundation from right in here. So now I've got like a bald spot right in here of foundation. Whereas when I applied it with the brush side, again, it picked up the foundation on this side, just like little spots. So I'm going to try and just use my finger . Yeah, it seems that everywhere that I try it, let me try it on my forehead. Everywhere that I put this cream highlighter, it's like removing my foundation. Oh wow, it's just like peeling the foundation right off my face. I don't know if you can see that, but like right here, just running my finger over it, it's like dragging my foundation. Well, that kind of hid the fact that it like ruined that part of my foundation, but I am not liking this cream. Maybe if I use it under my foundation, it might work, but using it over foundation would be a no for me. Alright, now to try the powder side. I mean, it's not like I can make it any worse. Well, for one, it's way too dark. I use really light colored highlighters, and this looks more like a bronzer to me. So yeah, if I wanted like a shimmery like bronzer, maybe I could get away with this as a bronzer, but I'm gonna leave that whole area alone. This whole area is like bare now. Good thing I'm not going anywhere. This is a mess. So the powder side I'm going to have to use is either an eyeshadow or on top of a bronzer if I want some sparkle in my bronzer. The cream side of the Glow Duo I'm going to have to use under my foundation, because using it on top of my foundation is just pulling all my foundation right off my face. So since I didn't use anything on my eyes yet, this is the BH Cosmetics Smooth Canvas Shadow Primer in Bisque. And this is a really good dupe for the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And I'm just using a synthetic brush. I wanted to show you up close what it did to the foundation on my face. I cannot believe that that highlighter took off the foundation from my face. Now, I've already primed my eyelids. I have not set them yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now since my camera shut off. And I'm going to go ahead and use this Skone brush in a light colored matte shade to just set the whole eye area. I'm going to try and do like a green look to go with this cream pigment. Might even incorporate that highlighter in the look. Take a deeper brown now. Now all the greens from this palette are on the second tray. I think I'm going to try and go in with this shade here. And this is just a regular angled eye brush. And I'm going to work that in the outer V. And carry it a little bit into the crease. And I'll carry what's left over underneath my eye. Go back in with this Skone brush and pick up some of this cream pigment. I'll plop that right in the center of my eye. Very light metallic green in here. So I'm gonna do like this grayish looking color in the front corner here. And that might be a little too light. I have an idea. I'm gonna put that, it's like a satin cream color in the front. I'm going to carry it on my brow bone as well. And on my inner corner. And I'm going to go back in with the cream pigment over that color and see what happens. I definitely will use a different brush than this next time. This definitely needs probably a wet synthetic brush than this big, huge shader brush. Just kind of like a light iridescent green. And I'm going to take this little pencil brush and dip into this. And run this under my eyes. I like poke myself in the eye with it. don't know, this does not like this brush either, and this is definitely a synthetic brush. I don't know if I'm not getting enough product on here or what, but it's barely showing up under my eyes. I'll call it quits with that before I poke myself in the eye again. Okay, now on to the Tarte eyeliner. It's like a little kid's eyeliner. I'm sorry that all you can see is the top of my head here, but I did a very thin line right above my eyelashes on the top of each eye, and it took a little bit of work to get a very thin line, but this was a very precise eyeliner. It's definitely black, and it went over the cream eyeshadow quite nicely. I'm going to run, this is a Maybelline in White Luster in my waterline. Kind of hard to do this when I need both hands. And again, you get to see the top of my head and my lovely gray hairs for this shot. The mirror was set way too low for me to be able to look into it, and trying to hold it and apply eyeliner in my waterline at the same time was very difficult, so I did the best that I could with the setup that I had. Had I known that you were only able to see the top of my head, then maybe I would have changed things up. And you get a ton of product on the brush when you pull it out. It's like the little stopper inside doesn't have a, I don't know if it's just not good enough to catch all the extra stuff or what, but I always end up with a ton of mascara that comes off. Well, at least in this shot you can kind of see what I'm doing until I lean down to look at the mirror yet again. This mascara is very wet. It's always been very wet. A lot comes off on the brush when I first pull it out, so I have to be very careful with applying it to my lashes, because if I don't, then it clumps, and there are some bottom lashes that did clump up on me while applying this, and it's kind of a pain to bring a separate brush and to brush out my lashes to get the clumps out. And of course I didn't bring anything with me to unclump my lashes. And of course I got mascara all the way up here. Well, I'm just gonna have to let it dry. I'm not even gonna worry about setting my face, because even though I brought my setting spray with me, I'm not gonna worry about setting my face. So this is the try-on of everything that I got from my Ipsy Glambag. This is the Hikari eyeshadow in, I think it's called Envy. Yeah, Envy. The highlighter that took off my foundation on both sides. And that's one thing I didn't do. I didn't try the powder. I'll do it now. Grab my little pencil brush here. I'll stick that on the inner corner. I just grabbed a little bit not a whole lot. The eyeshadow, I think, would be best if the brush was wet and you use a synthetic brush. The highlighter, the cream side, I would... Ooh, I'm trying to throw it at you and ended up hitting myself. The cream side I would use under my foundation. I wouldn't put it on top again and end up with it pulling all the foundation off my face like it did through here. And this I would either use as an eyeshadow, which is the powder side, or I would add it in with my contour if I wanted some extra glow on my cheeks with that. I guess there's one other thing I could try it with. No, my lipsticks are already done. This is the powder side. So I guess in small quantities, it's not too dark. And the highlighter does work. It's just, I have very, very dry skin, and I think what it did was it pulled all the foundation out of the area where I had originally put it, and I don't think that is a good thing, to have a highlighter pull all your hard work away from your face of makeup. The eyeliner is super black, and even trying to get it off my hand was difficult, so I'm gonna have to see if it comes off with soap and water. If not, I will definitely use a makeup remover or my cellar water to get it off. And an eyelash just fell out. And the lip balm I really like. It, like I said, it's underneath my lip gloss, and this is Stila's Patina with a little bit of a Wet n Wild underneath. Everything that's on my face I will go ahead and leave in the description box below, along with all the information for the Ipsy Glambag items. So the brush I really like. It is a dense shader brush, and once I get the cream shadow out of it, I think I will just stick to powders with it. I think it applied the cream eyeshadow okay, but again, I think it needs a wet synthetic brush to apply that with, and I guess I could have put setting spray on my brush, but again, I didn't have the right brush in here to use that. So all in all, I think the bag is worth it. I'm gonna have to play with the highlighter a little bit more and see if I like it, see how it works under foundation, and using the powder as, you know, maybe mixing it with a lighter, one of my really white looking highlighters, and seeing if I can maybe get like a happy medium, because it is a beautiful like golden shimmer, and I use a color similar to this from Ofer Cosmetics, and I really love the color, but this one, it looks really light, but when you put it on, it's a lot darker than this. It literally looked like I put a glittery bronzer on my face, so I wasn't too happy about that. But I will see you guys in my next video. Hopefully you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you later. Bye.